Teshia Treuhaft. I'm an American artist and designer currently studying furniture design at the Rhode Island School of Design. I was really interested at looking at ergonomics and anthropometrics, which we use quite often in furniture design, but through the lens of another discipline. So it was a collaboration with a classically trained dancer, Anya Klapischek, and I would give her different phrases, different verbs, different adverbs to use. And she would sort of take those and create gesture phrases that dealt with motion, that dealt with posture. And then I would map those again in terms of the structure that she was using as a way to really rethink the way the body can interact with an object. And then I began the process of designing a chair after, which was something that was quite different for me, because usually I had a conception of what the chair would be initially and then got to the point where I would refine the design and then build it. There were a lot of unexpected outcomes from that collaboration. Furniture designers understand their bodies in a very particular way. We see sort of the physics of it, the material of it, but not always sort of the gestures that you can make or the postures or the emotive qualities that you have when you move a lot, and you move a lot during seating. Whereas somebody like a dancer has a really keen awareness of that, where they are spatially. And so it was really exciting to kind of use her body and then create the object around that, as opposed to creating the object first. Think about what chairs could do for the body, or what a chair even needs to be a chair. The course that I developed with a co-teacher, Ryung Kim, at Rhode was called Rethinking Seating, and our initial plan was basically that we wanted to force our students to not think about seating design in terms of a leg, a back, and seat. So we had to find ways to really allow them to mock things up in full scale. So one of the projects that we did was a rocking chair workshop, and they were forced to basically create a rocking chair that dealt with motion. They each had a prompt. If you ask any group of people to draw a chair immediately, you will get the same thing. You get a back, a seat, and 4 legs, sometimes 3 if they're designers already. And so what we do is we say, you know, what if you take the seat out? What if they're on the floor? What if they're standing but they're sitting? And you start to really break down each of the components that they think need to be present in a chair design. And by taking them out immediately, you create fantastic things. And then from there, we start to sort of rebuild knowledge about how can you incorporate a social interaction or an emotional relationship into your seating design to add sort of another layer of concept. We ran this workshop, which was originally developed by Rhode at the University of Brighton, where as opposed to drawing the chairs as a third-party perspective, we asked our students to sit in the chair and draw it at full scale in front of them, their experience of it. We asked every student to get up after about a minute or 2 of drawing and then switch seats and draw over top of the drawing that had already been there. You get this sort of divergence between what you understand as the volumes, the shapes, the components of the object, and you start to get into this realm of embodied knowledge that you have certain areas of pressure, of weight, of contact, of posture, and you start to get all of these kind of places of density where you see exactly what that chair is doing and what sort of scenario it's putting you in. Early on, when I was first starting to design objects, it really was about form. It was about exploration of material, and it was about beauty, because you want to kind of frame the human figure in something that's aesthetically pleasing. And I think that that's an important thing to understand as a designer, to sort of develop that taste for yourself and that aesthetic quality in your work, and then take a break and a step back from that and see how you can add more meaning. Because while aesthetics tend to be sort of a powerful tool, as a furniture designer, you really need to think about things like communication, about body language, about other things that are not just beautiful.